Have quite a few talking points this morning. It's February 25th. I doubt if I'll remember everything. I wrote some of it down. Well, actually, what I'm going to start doing, because I'm forgetting to journal when I do these videos, I'll journal and then read the talking points out of the journal. That way I get to do both, because I like doing both. So I've been having a lot of scary issues with sleep. I'll lay down and I'll already feel kind of weird. And I'll have a hard time falling asleep because I feel weird. And then I wake up a lot now. Over the past 3 days this started. I wake up a lot. And it's really scary when I do wake up because my brain just doesn't work. I mean, it's gibberish. Like, I think at one point I woke up and I was looking around the room trying to form thoughts that made sense. Like, for instance, you need to go back to sleep. It's cold in here. I would like a glass of water, the typical stuff. But I ended up, it was so garbled and weird. It was like mayonnaise on a seashell or something. Just total nonsense. Even as I would lay there, it wouldn't get better. It's not like you first wake up and you're a little disoriented. It was like, full on, I've lost my damn mind, I can't think. Which is scary when you can't think. When you literally cannot process thoughts. It's horrifying. And I'd roll around confused and scared and finally fall back asleep. But it would happen again. Every few hours I'd wake up and just be totally disoriented and confused and scared. And, it's not good. I think it's related to my sleep apnea, which is not treated right now. I did prop myself up so that maybe I wouldn't stop breathing, not reduce oxygen to the brain. But as many times as I woke up, I don't know that it worked. I need to get my sleep apnea treated. I really think that's playing a role in this whole thing. The next point is, I realized something. I'm still having a hard time wrapping my head around it. But nobody understands how bad I feel. You can't. Like, you literally cannot, no matter how hard you try. Because first off, you can't be inside my head to know what this experience feels like. And number two, most people on this planet have never experienced anything even close to this. And most people have never even heard of anything like this. It's completely alien. It's foreign to you. It would be like trying to explain the speed of light to a frog, A frog doesn't even begin to comprehend any of it. Maybe even time itself. So you just couldn't do it. And that's where I'm at. The horrific things that take place in my mind and the way that it functions so differently from a normal human mind and how horrifying that is. There is no way at all for anyone to understand that unless they've been through it. But as far as I know, nobody's been through this. I mean, I'm not going to be presumptuous and say I'm the only human who's ever felt what I'm feeling, but it's got to be rare because nobody understands. Today I feel really bad. Super spaced out, super disconnected from reality, super disturbed in my mind. I'm scared. I'm really scared today. And there's a cat who wants attention. One fear that I hadn't had until recently is starting to weigh down on me. What if... See, when this started, it wasn't when I had the head injury. It was a month and a half later. One day out of nowhere, my brain just started thinking differently. Everything changed in my brain in an instant. And it never went back to normal. And that kind of sounds like a stroke or, a seizure or something like that. But my concern is, what if the damage is done? What if I did have some sort of, mild aneurysm that cleared itself up, or some sort of, intense seizure that resolved, or a mild stroke, whatever. And now I have to live like this forever. I can't live like this forever. I cannot. Probably suicide. Yep. So what if the damage is done? Or what if they can't figure out what it is and it keeps getting worse, which is even worse than the damage already being done? But even then, I guess I could do the research on my own, figure out what it is, maybe, if I'm good enough at researching. And have the right resources. But if the damage is done and there's no way to reverse it, it's a whole nother ballpark. I mean, it's a whole nother game. What am I fighting against if it's permanent? What am I fighting for? If this is just me now, the only thing you can do if it's permanent is try to accept it. And considering it's getting worse every day, I can't accept the fact that I'm just losing my mind like a degenerative disease. Even the neurologist yesterday said it sounded kind of like dementia, but faster. That's what he said to me. I don't know. I'm in a lot of pain right now too, so I need to get off here and see if I can do something about that. Bye.